I'm Elise Baughman. I'm the voice of Pan on Dragon Ball GT, and I am with Ricco Fajardo.
Hey everybody, I do such voices as Nozel Silva in Black Clover, Taiju in Dr. Stone, and most notably, Mirio Togata in My Hero Academia.
And this is Anime Adventures, the show where I bring you conversations with anime voice actors. My Hero Con. I'm so excited to talk with you, Ricco. Let's start with My Hero.
Why not? It's the best place to start.
It's a great place to start.
It all began with a boy named Mirio. No, I'm kidding.
So let's talk about your character. What a great character.
Yeah, I feel super fortunate and grateful to be playing a character like Mirio Togata. For those who, it's always hard, by the way, talking about this because he's in season 3 is when he appears. So if you're watching this and you haven't watched season 1 or 2, or for that matter, 3, you should probably get on that.
Yes.
So please just know.
But we'll try not to do any spoilers.
Yeah, no big spoilers, no big spoilers.
So we'll be really careful.
But he's a great lad. He's sporting the classic, red cape that he uses to protect people.
Yes.
It's not just to look cool, despite what the villains might say.
But he does that too.
He does that too. He's a part of a group known as the Big Three. They're the top 3 students at UA High School. And he used to be really bad, really not bad like villain, but like not good at using his ability. He is just not a good hero. But he trained really, really hard, really supportive parents, really supportive friends. His buddy Tamaki, played by my buddy Aaron. And also the other Big Three is Lindsay Seidel. She plays Hado, which I've known her for years as well. This show is so well cast, by the way. Like I feel like I know all the characters that I'm like playing across from, which is a really big advantage when it comes to voiceover.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like because.
Totally.
With voiceover, we're like, if we did a show together, you did Dragon Ball, right?
Dragon Ball GT, yeah.
I play Few in
Yes.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and Dragon Ball Heroes, which he is a villain. But we're in the Dragon Ball world.
Yeah, we have that Dragon Ball connection for sure. I like it.
But that said, like if we did a scene together in Dragon Ball, I would be lucky if you recorded first because then I could hear your voice. Do you know what I mean?
It
get
is
to play
nice
off
to
you.
hear the voice and have something to play off.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, I like when I can do that.
Yeah, and I feel like when working with Mirio, when I'm working across from Aaron's character or Lindsay's character, I know them. I know them so well. So when I see their characters goofing around, I'm like, oh, I know how this is gonna play out. You know what I mean? So I just go ahead and roll. I feel a lot more confident with my boy. So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
And since you know them so well, when they got cast in those roles and you knew the characters, you go, well, of course, they got cast in those roles. I see that.
Yeah, it was so cool. When we found out it was each other, it was all of us. We went and took like this picture together at Funimation. Super nerdy. We had to all do our pose. So like Mirio's, he's very, very strong.
Let's
and so I
see
did
the
like
pose.
it's like a, muscly kind of smile because Hero's got a smile. So he's like, haha. Lindsay was cute and bubbly because her character is Nezre Hado. She is very like flighty and very quick. And so she was looking cute. And then Aaron plays Tamaki and he's very introverted. And so he just kind of like looked down sullenly.
That's so great. Now, you probably get asked this a lot to say power.
Oh yeah, I do. Did you want me to?
I want you to say it.
I'm like, are you asking me to say power?
I'm asking. Yeah, I guess he got the hint.
Okay.
It wasn't that subtle, was it?
It's loud though.
It's loud.
Should I back up?
You should back up.
Okay, here.
It's probably gonna blow out the
Yeah,
microphone.
I'll go
this
here.
will probably stop the room. Let's see.
The quote fully is turn experience into power is like what it is. So sorry. Yeah. So anyway. Sorry for levels.
That stop.
Sorry, sound. Anyway.
It's okay. We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post. You'll fix it in post.
Yeah. There are editors here that will have work to do.
That's right.
That's so great.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, you may get this question a lot too. If you had a quirk in real life, what would it be?
Okay, so I'm a big Marvel fan, and I don't like to deviate from this because I think that Longshot is a crazy cool hero. His ability is incredible luck. He has crazy good luck. So if like if this is like an RPG or a video game, like imagine putting all your stats into luck so that even when someone's like the bad guy's about to shoot you, no spoilers, but like the bullet would just like somehow glance off of you, or the villain would like slip on a thing of mud. Something to me I think would be so cool is just to wander. You're just live your life. You're just living life, and cool, great stuff happens all the time.
Oh, I like that one.
Because I love Spider-Man. I love flipping around and all that stuff. Like that'd be a really cool ability to have. But I feel like insane luck
That's actually a really good one.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just passively, you're like, yeah, things just work out.
Just magically happen and work out.
That would be so cool.
I like that one. That's a good one. I hadn't heard your answer on that before.
Or like maybe even I guess it'd be like Domino. Domino has good luck too. If you know her from Marvel. Anyway,
yeah.
I'm gonna go into deep nerd lore here.
We like that. And so another question I always like to hear from the actor's perspective: why do you think people connect with My Hero, or why do you connect with the show so much?
Oh man, how much time do we have? Okay, we can go into deep philosophy about this because talking with Aaron, Dismuke, who we have philosophical chats about a lot of shows, but My Hero, talking about Deku and his power, the ability, one for all, is passed down from hero to hero. Again, no spoilers, you should know this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like the energy gets passed from person to person. Yeah, oh, that's like the first step. Anyway, he has to eat All Might's hair, that's weird. But anyway, the power gets passed down from generation to generation, and there's this idea of sending your energy to the next generation, to the next person, passing it on.
Your power,
and
your gift.
Your gift, whatever it happens to be.
Yeah.
And even with Mirio specifically, he does this in a very, very, very important scene where he sacrifices quite a bit in order to he doesn't really give something like tangible, but he does give a sense of hope. Like he instills inside of a person named Eri, who you'll meet if you haven't watched the show, a sense of self-worth and hope, which it's intangible, but it's when someone does something for you, it gives you a sense of self-worth. So in this show, in My Hero, even the villains have this idea of wanting to continue either a legacy, wanting to overhaul. He's the villain played by Kellen Goff, a buddy of mine. He does great work, is very vicious and hardcore, but even as a villain, he has a desire to want to bring back his crew, the Shiha Saikai, because they've fallen out of favor. He's like, no, I want to make us rise again, out of pride, out of love, even. I don't know. It's just really cool that My Hero, whatever character you interact with, even the smaller characters, they all have something. Uraraka, one of my favorite lines in this show is when Uraraka says, they're all talking about wanting to be the best hero, wanting to be number one. And Uraraka goes, I just want to get a job and help my family not be poor. Because that's how you get a job. You got to be a hero, and that to her, that's what being a hero is.
And how many people feel like that?
Like,
right?
For real, right? It's like, yes, I would
Yeah.
like to lift my family out of poverty. It's like, or at least just be able to sustain. And she's a talented hero, but she's like, no, this is my goal. And so you see all these different characters with different goals and different ambitions, all these different abilities, that kind of speak to their soul. Yeah, I mean, I could go on and on about.
I love that. I love that explanation, because from the outside, especially if somebody hasn't seen the show, people might go, oh, it's anime, it's something on TV. But man, what a deep look at the show, and there's so much more to it.
Yeah.
That speaks to people in so many different ways.
We brought up Dragon Ball. Chris Abbott plays Vegeta.
Yeah.
He also plays All Might.
Of course.
Now, Vegeta, as you can imagine, very fiery, kind of like a hardcore dude.
Yeah.
All Might is a hero who is hurt. He's been injured grievously over all these battles of being the symbol of peace, and it's his time. He's like, man, he's doing some really good work. Like when you listen to him, it's a guy who's been through the ringer, and he's trying to pass on this thing. And it's so I get kind of emotional thinking about it. It's like you care about the next generation, but also what is your value? What is your self-worth now as a person who has been this thing? And literally when he goes, he's really strong, All Might, I am here. And then all of a sudden he's like, I need a cup of coffee. You know what I mean? All his energy goes away.
Yes.
And he looks like literally blood falls out of his face. Anyway, I think it's incredible for someone like Chris who has played Vegeta as this strong character. And then you get to do All Might, where he's still strong, but then also get to entertain being like a father figure. You know what I mean? To Deku and all these people, because we play, as Shakespeare said, in one's lifetime, we play many roles. And so we might be a hero, super strong, all about becoming number one day, and then, in the next season of our lives, we, become a parent.
Yes.
Or, you know what I mean?
So many different roles. That was great.
Yeah. I thought a lot about this show.
Yeah, I can tell.
A lot of fans come up to me with that same energy, by the way. They meet me with this energy for Mirio and for the series, and have such tremendous passion for the story.
Yes.
And I went to theater school. I'm theater trained. I love plays, and to have people approach an anime, only in the 2000s it's weird to even say 2000s, 10s, and now the 20s, the roaring 20s. Now anime, I feel it's reaching like a pop culture sort of level that it's like we all can enjoy it, and people are finally seeing this medium that I've watched my whole life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's becoming so mainstream.
Yeah.
Like, I feel more and more and more. Well,
It's fun.
Gosh, that was amazing. I love your take on that.
Thanks.
But before we go even deeper on that, let's
Yeah.
just talk about some of your other characters.
Sure. Well, I play Taiju in Dr. Stone. I like to call him a lovable idiot. He's sort of like just his buddy Senku is who played by Aaron Dismuke also because he's Tamaki in that. Yeah. Anyway, it's great. He's very intelligent, very erudite and smart. Taiju is not, but Taiju also is full of don't quit. He's just like a very physical dude who is like, oh, there's a problem. Let's start going. Let's go do it. You know what I mean? A get it done kind of dude. And he trusts his best friend Senku with saving the stone world. If you haven't watched, again, it's just rife with spoilers. So,
We'll be careful.
yeah. Anyway, yes. But Taiju's great. And then also I mentioned Nozel Silva earlier from Black Clover, who is like just honey dripping off of every single word because he's a noble, and everything he does is for the Silva family and for their legacy, talking about legacy, and he uses mercury magic, which is really cool. But a relationship that he has in that show with his sister, Noelle, he treats her really bad, and fans don't like it when big bro treats little sis bad. But if you're caught up, you'll realize that, sometimes older siblings do things to younger siblings to toughen them up, make them stronger. That's my excuse anyways. Those are kind of I guess the big ones right now. Oh, Kotaro in Zombie Land Saga. Who's this manager who's very big and boisterous, and everything is just so exciting. That show is incredible because that show we really get to improv a lot.
Oh, do you really? Because that doesn't always happen.
Not at all. I was directed by several lovely, talented directors: Jade Saxton, Tia Ballard, Felicia Angel. And they are close friends, and we all have similar humor. So literally, they were like, "This take is just a bunch of flaps." He's saying something like, "What would be like? What is funny to us? What do we enjoy right now?" Because he's such an off-the-wall character. He's just, guys, if you haven't seen Zombie Land Saga, and by the way, the Seiyu does an amazing job. I felt so grateful to work off of him. But man, energy level 11. I've never left a booth exhausted the way I did working on Kotaro.
Really?
Sweating through my shirt.
Where
soaking
you felt
my
like
shirt.
you worked out.
Because I'm like, get him back up there, my God, dude! Yeah, it's all like just a ton of energy.
I always love to see the actors and their physicality because you need that.
You do, yeah. People think voiceover is just like, I'm doing all the things, power, but it's like, there's a specific scene I'm thinking of when, so in Zombie Land Saga, there's a bunch of zombie idols who I bring back from the dead to do an idol show to save our town, and they're about to get caught by a police officer, like the cover's about to be blown, so I'm going like, get in the van! I'm just like slapping the top of the van, I'm like, go, let's get inside the van!
Oh wow, that guy's weird.
Well then.
And it's so fun because all of the ladies are brilliant singers. They're actually all really, really great vocalists.
Wow.
Yeah, we actually dubbed the songs in English, so if you get to see that, you should check it out.
Oh gosh, great stuff.
Anyway, sorry, I'm going.
No, I love it. Well, one thing that a lot of people want to know is how to get into voice acting, and with you've been a previous teacher, right?
Yes.
And so I think that's a great one for you to answer. You probably have a lot of insight in that.
So I will say that when you ask how to become a voice actor, there are two components to this. There is using your voice and being an actor. So I would highly suggest being an academic, no pun on the academia, My Hero Academia.
But it's handy.
I spent many years going to school. I went to undergrad at UC Irvine, did my grad school at SMU, taught quite a bit, and I gotta say, it's subjective. Every single acting student is different, and everyone has different needs. Some people, like in our animes, are amazing, like right off the bat, and they have a lot of talent, and they can just like knock it out of the park, and they might get some jobs, but one gig does not a career make. I think it's more important to, if I could impart one thing onto whoever's watching this, and that would be your work speaks louder than anything else. So, and that might make you worried about not wanting to practice and do things, but you should always be practicing. be like Mirio. Just keep slamming your head into the wall over and over again until you master permeation. But truly, like you ain't nothing to it but to do it. If you keep going,
ain't nothing to it but to do
that's
it.
That's the one. I'll stay with that. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. I stole that from Bill Langfelder. Thank you.
Oh, good one to end on. And we'll end on a character voice too.
Oh, sure.
Who should we do?
I don't know.
Hint again.
Mirio? Okay, I guess.
Yes, let's just say bye.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
It's weird. He's just kind of like, it's really just my voice. But yeah,
that's great. I'll take it.
thanks for watching, guys, and hanging out.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Hope your day's filled with a bunch of power.
Power. Bye. Thank you for being here, and thanks for watching Anime Adventures. See you later.
Thanks, guys.
High five. Thank you.